Aloha gamers. So you may notice something. What this kitkat. I sort of pride you. You pride yourself on having really nice foregrounds, backgrounds, all that shit. But today, what's this? What's all this, huh? What's all this then, huh? Green, solid green. Well, today is a presentation day. Today I'm going to be presenting something to you. Something that I've been thinking about a lot recently for some reason. I don't really know why I've been thinking about it quite a lot, but look, it's in the fucking title. We all know what I'm going to talk about. AI. It's been on my mind a lot recently, and I think that it all started off when I was scrolling Twitter. I've been scrolling Twitter a lot recently. I used to hate Twitter. Okay, Twitter X. I used to hate Twitter. I really did hate Twitter. I didn't enjoy going on it because it just felt like a whole bunch of toxic. Pretty much everything that people normally complain about. This isn't what this is about. It was just not fun to be around. And then I started liking art, and then I started liking more art, and then eventually, a beautiful thing happened to my Twitter, and it transitioned over to art Twitter. Fuck. This is something happened fairly recently. I don't know why I never thought about it before, but I'm happy that it happened now, because, well, obviously, I enjoy Twitter now. I can say fairly confidently that I enjoy Twitter, but only because I don't have to worry about all the dunk culture and all the jack shit about Twitter that I hate. I literally go on Twitter to look at art, and with myself getting a lot more free time where I'm able to do stuff, I'm going to say it at school, where I have a lot of free time to do stuff, but don't have the capabilities or the time to do something big, like, I don't know, work on a video or yada yada yada. So Twitter is really my only option. I also read manga, which is, yeah, all that shit. And as is being on art Twitter nowadays has unfortunately come to be, is the consumer is in a constant fight on Twitter to whether or not something is AI art or real. It's an unfortunate thing that's come around with the mass adoption of things like Stable Diffusion and just any AI art generator. Really, anyone can use it, anyone can do it. But hold on, I got a fucking itchy ass eyebrow. Me going on a whole ass fucking thing about how my presentation. This is serious because not only am I recording this on a Saturday, but I wrote a couple notes for this. So that I'm actually thinking right now using my fucking dome, my Chrome dome up here. All right, start off with, why is AI such a big thing in my mind? Well, to start off with, not only is the Twitter thing, but a little while ago I actually was going to make a video about AI, but I decided that in favor of not making myself look like an idiot, I decided to scrap it. And look, I don't usually mind myself making myself look like an idiot. My whole main channel is essentially based around me looking like a total degenerate, looking like not someone who you'd want to meet. I constantly talk about how, yeah, but I don't want to ill-inform. I don't want to make a whole video that's supposed to be like about AI, sort of campaigning as if I actually know what I'm talking about, only for a lot of the facts to be wrong because I can't be bothered doing research, because I don't know what I'm talking about, because I'm not in the art, like I'm not an artist or someone who uses AI or someone who's well versed in coding and stuff. If anyone should be in that video, it should be Sam, who is all those things. He's an artist. He is someone who's able to understand most of code, and he understands AI and all that. So why am I making this? Well, because this is the podcast channel and I don't care what I upload here. I can look like an idiot and spread false information, but hey, what else are podcasts for? Am I right? That's the only reason why you're here. Most people make stuff like that. So a little while ago I was going to make a video, and originally the title was going to be something, and this isn't the final title, but I didn't finish the video obviously, or didn't even start making it. So yeah, it was something along the lines of going to Nando's with my girlfriend and why that makes me think AI is not very good, or something along those lines. Why I went to Nando with my girlfriend, and there's something about AI, whether it's an opinion or whether it's just how it relates to AI. And the reason why this came around was because not too long ago, Sam, who's my friend, Sam talked about, he showed me this site called character.ai, and it's a very normal site where, as if there are not very normal sites, it's a site where you can talk to characters from fictional media or real life people who you might not ever meet, like celebrities or Donald Trump, obviously, because there's always going to be a Donald Trump, but you can talk to someone who you don't think you'd ever meet, and yeah, just talk to them using AI. It's able to recreate how they would talk. Now, this is pretty primitive shit. This is pretty primitive AI. It's not very good, if I'm being honest. Like, it's fun. I enjoy doing it every now and again. It's fun to log on, but it's not very good in terms of like an actual storytelling. It tends to forget more than a couple lines up. It goes on random tangents. It doesn't really understand what you're trying to get at most of the time, and most of the time, it's just like a general AI structure with a couple quips or a couple small mannerisms of whoever you're trying to copy. It's not a big deal, but the thing that was interesting about it was that I randomly picked someone to talk to, and I chose I'm gonna pronounce this wrong, but it's like Gura. I don't fucking know how to pronounce it. Sam always makes fun of me, but to me, her name is Gura or Gua or something. I don't fucking know. I decided to speak to her for no particular reason. I don't watch VTubers. I just think she's funny or cute. I don't know. It's a random choice. But what happened is some random shit like dream style stuff happened because I'm a strange person. I like to go, where most people go right. I stand still, then walk backwards, then check to see if I missed anything in the room before. I'm not talking about, I'm so strange, I'm so quirky, guys. No, I'm just saying that, like, I don't usually take the conventional method to shit because I find it more interesting to do something else, right? Forgive me. But, so I was talking to this AI and I was like, instead of talking to this AI like I want to talk to them, I'm just gonna make a story. And my story, in it, we went to Arby's. We did Arby's and we got the Arby's shake. So I was like, it'd be a fun idea is if I then went to Arby's in real life with a giant cardboard gua and then ate at Arby's. Problem is, no Arby's in New Zealand. Arby's does not exist in New Zealand, and I don't really have the money to fly down to America, nor do I really want to fly down to America right now. I'm kind of busy. I can't do that. I'd much rather spend my money doing something else. So, yeah, I settled for Nando's, but then I was like, well, this kind of defeats the purpose. And also, where do I even get a cardboard cutout of fucking guru? Do I order it online? Yeah, in the end, the whole thing fell apart. But the whole idea of AI still stuck in my brain because it was like, obviously it's a very minor case compared to what a lot of people are fearing, but it's the beginnings of something interesting because I wouldn't have gotten that idea if I hadn't used the character.a thing. I never would have talked to Gura. I never would have come up with the whole Arby's thing, and I never would have wanted to go there. And I feel like if I had made that video, it would have been a pretty good video. I think it would have been a funny video for the sussy subscribers, the gamer squad. Oh fuck! I got shit in my eye. Give me a sec. I got long here. I feel like it would have been a good video for the subscribers, but it only came to because of AI. So that was the beginning parts. That's what planted the seed in my mind that would lead to this video here, this podcast episode. And then recently on Twitter, I was perusing around and I was like checking. So I really don't like AI art. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna get that out of the way first because I feel like I don't want people sticking around being like, oh, does he like it? Does he not? I don't want it to be a mystery. I want to say it. I do not like AI art. Obviously, not everything is black or white. There are gray areas in this. I do not like AI art thing. And that is what I'm explaining throughout this video, where I think AI art or AI will improve art, where I think that it's going too far, my personal boundaries. Adding to the discussion, even though it's a pretty oversaturated discussion, I just want to add to it as, I don't know, some random person on the internet who you don't even know and you never heard of before. Yeah, I'm sure my opinion is really, really valid right now. I don't know. Oh, fuck. Okay. So, I was perusing Twitter and I was scrolling around, and because of the whole AI art thing, I'm making sure that I don't like AI art because I don't want to support it. I think that let's not get the gray areas right now, but I was scrolling and I saw one and I was like, okay, all right, that's very obviously AI art. I'll show you the it right now because it's important to the story. So I'm just pulling it up on my end. I sent it to Sam. This is it, and I'm gonna dox. I'm not dox actually. That's probably the completely wrong word to use. But I'm going to give a classic KitKat shout out to the person who drew this, and they go by Tart or Hod. Hodarake, and I'm only saying it. If I was like a massive channel, I probably wouldn't do this because I don't want to like point flame at someone. But because I'm a small channel, I'm fine doing this because I feel like if anyone wants to do further research into this person or whatever, no one go and harass them, obviously. And if anyone does, then I'll know who it is because there's no one on this channel except for it's like 3 people or something. So whatever. Yeah. So I saw this piece of art and I was like, huh? Can I even call it art? This piece of automated fucking process, fuck bullshit ass. Okay, so I saw this, and I was like, okay, I'll just mute them. And then I went in and I went to the comments, and someone was asking, is this AI art? And I was like, yeah, to me, this is very obviously AI art, but it's a little concerning that to some people it's not obvious. And I just wanted to quickly just go through why this is AI art. I don't know why I want to go through, but I need to stop doing that. Yeah, I've been thinking about it recently. I'm like, I don't know why I need to do it. Just fucking do it. People will either connect with it or not, and anyone doesn't can just leave. So I'm gonna be doing a classic weather system right now. I can't see, this is all green to me, so you'll be seeing something cool. You'll be seeing some interesting, graphics that I'm putting up on the screen. Hey, KitKat, put an explosion. Put an Yeah, I've done that joke a couple times. So I'm gonna have it up on my monitor, and if you see the image shifting around, that's because I didn't line it up properly, obviously. So yeah, okay. So first thing I look at when I'm going for AI is most people immediately start with the hands, but I find that with AI artists, they know that, right? They're not fucking stupid. They understand that that's what most people are going to be looking at when they're looking for AI art, because that's the meme, is that AI can't generate hands, because hands are incredibly difficult to draw, not only for regular artists, but so I find that most AI artists spend a lot of time on the hands to make sure that they come out correctly, whether that's through running it through the system again and again, or focusing on the hand area, or manually adjusting it themselves, whatever. As long as the hands look fine, they can disregard everything else, I guess, because oh my god, in this image, the hair makes absolutely no fucking sense. No fucking sense. So, first thing I noticed was all the way top here, the twin tails, is that what they're called? Twin tails thing coming ahead? Why are there two of them? Why? That doesn't make sense. In order for there to be two of them, a large amount of hair would have to be sticking it up so that the force can go up. But that doesn't make sense if there's two of them. Yeah. Next thing I noticed was down on the elbow, or yeah, I think it's the elbow, like the armpit, like the forearm pit here. It's just like a liquid almost. Like the hair here doesn't make any sense. There's no reason for it to be here. Scrolling, zooming in to the hand. There's like a little triangle here of like wrong miscoloredness. I think like zooming out. I'm trying to do this so in a way that I can like make it look funny or cool. On her back, you can see it's like a liquid, bro. It doesn't make fucking sense. It's like this person, if they undid their hair, it's obviously supposed to be Miku, but like if they undid their hair, it would look like so wrong, and it's so long as well. Holy shit. And then down at the bottom here, this is the most damning part. There's just like there's just blue here. Why is there blue here? There shouldn't be blue here. So yeah, that's the AI. Yeah, that's the wow, I found out it was AI. This, as Sam put it, so many amateur mistakes intertwined with so many intermediate abilities. Like the shading on this is really good, and just general art looks really nice, but when you get into the finer details and the things that shouldn't be, like things that are easily missed, you notice that there are so many fucking amateurish mistakes that don't make any sense for someone who actually knows what they're doing would do. Sorry if I bumped the mic there. Wouldn't know what they're doing. I said, yeah, you heard what I said, even though I bumped the microphone. Give me a sec. I'm thinking. I lost my train of thought. Yeah. So, yeah. This is obviously AI, and the fact that some people can recognize that was a little concerning because it's obvious, and I think just continuing the trend, the little conversation we're having here about detecting whether or not something's AI. The thing that I always remember in my head that makes me think about whether or not something is AI art is everything has to be done with a purpose. Every line that an artist does, they have to draw themselves, right? So every line has a purpose, because you don't want to be drawing more lines than you have to. And so when I'm looking for AI, first thing, I look at the hands. Still look at the hands, obviously, because most of the time artists can still fuck up the hand. Or artists, the AI fucking rats can still mess up the hands. Can still mess up the hands. Then I look at the hair, because hair is a very easily thing that's done wrong by an AI, because to an AI it's just a big mass of blue, of like a color. In this case it's blue, but it's just a big mass of color, so they don't understand that there should be splitting, that there should be like mirroring consistency, but not always mirroring. Like an AI that did this here, it would look so much worse. They don't see hair as hair, they see it as pixels in a grid on a sheet. Yeah. So next thing I look at, is that everything? So purpose here. Yeah. Some other things you can look at to see someone's an AI, go into their profile if they have AI in the bio, obviously, you know, boop, got them. If they follow a lot of people who also use AI, that's normally a bad thing because most artists don't like AI at all, so they're not going to be following people who use AI. If they post very regular, like scarily regularly, they're very obviously using AI, like to a really high quality, and they just post every couple days, then buddy, please, it takes like an artist like months to do a piece of work that would be, imagining that this looked good, and this wasn't just beautiful shading on a piece of mud, then this would take an artist months and months to do, to get the lining down, and then the coloring, and then the shading. It would be insane. Not something you can pump out in a couple of days. And if they've only started posting since like 2020, 2021, then yeah, they're pretty much definitely using AI, because that's when AI stuff started to pop off, and that's when you get what I'm trying to say. Okay, but why am I telling you all this? Why is this important? Because I responded to the person who asked to say, I was like, yeah, the hair doesn't make any sense. Got a couple likes, and then the person who posted this image blocked me. They blocked me. Which, okay. I know I said I hate AI and I've been calling people names, but that's in one specific circumstance, and that is if you're trying to pass it off as real. If you have AI in your bio, if you make it very clear that this is AI, I don't have an issue with you doing AI, alright? That's fine. Let people enjoy things. But if you are actively trying to silence people who are trying to tell people that this is AI, if you're trying to profit, if you're trying to make it seem as if you aren't using AI, you're a scummy piece of shit who's the reason why creative people find it difficult to have any sort of passion in this industry. That's just how it is. Because you're taking jobs away from hardworking, very talented people, and you're just lowering the quality of like everything else. This person has a massive following. It's insane. This is the type of, if I had this on YouTube, I would be like insanely happy with my life. Okay, that sounds like strangely like weird, but okay. I'm just saying that if I had this many followers on YouTube, I could be making a living wage plus. I could be like, and they pay on Twitter now, so this person is actively profiting off of other people's work, because that's what these systems use. They use other people's work. I find it fucking deplorable that this person did this. Like, not that they, how could you block me? How could you block? No, I'm annoyed that everything I just said before, that they're profiting off of this work that is made from other people's, that they're taking away, and that they're trying to promote themselves as if they're real. Like, they have like not taking commissions or some shit in their bio. My motherfucker, you're not taking commissions. Your fucking AI program is taking commissions. You're not doing jack shit. And there's a post that was going around recently, and it's like, don't let the haters tell you nothing. This is my art after months of using like, it's very obviously rage bait. I'm not, like, they're doing that so that they can bring more popularity to not only their work but AI in general, keep it relevant, all that shit, you know, the Logan Paul method. I mean, I'm bringing attention to a very minuscule amount of attention, but like, if this was real, these people have no skill, none, zilch, nada, nine. That's no in. I guess that's still no. So I just wanted to shine a couple artists who I've been enjoying recently, because this fucking pissed me off, and it's just like annoys me. So I want to showcase a couple and showcase how you can look for AI and stuff, because I don't know why I'm doing this. Just fuck off. Let me do this. Let me expel my rage. So there's this artist, and they make these really fucking weirdly chaotic things, and I've been enjoying their art quite a lot. I pretty much entirely I have to like it because it's so fucking weird. Like, it's they make him so quickly. Obviously, there's no way this is AI art. This is so insane and chaotic that there's no way AI may ever be able to do this. Yeah, so I don't know. Shout out to this person. I'm not gonna read out the ads of every single person I mentioned. I'll just have their ads below, just because, you know, I don't want to read out. And then if they have it in a different language, which is quite a few of them, you know, there's a Pantsu Ripper. Pantsu Ripper's been doing quite a lot of just these really strange, these really fucking strange images of like characters from like Dragon Maid and stuff, and uh, I don't I don't even know how to describe it. There's been, there was this one. I'm just showing off art that I enjoy at this point. Like, this isn't even a podcast anymore. This is just like a look at this cool art that I found. This is a really cool one. I like this one. The colors in this one especially. I think that the colors in this one are really, really beautiful. And now you might think, okay, this could have been created by AI, right? This could have been created by AI, but I want to take you through why there's no way this could have been created by AI. First off, go to the post, the original post. They have sketches. They have WOPs in the replies. Okay, immediately that shows that it was not AI. Okay, that's a surefire way to confirm that it's not AI. But if we look at it at a more precise angle, let's zone in on the Zhongli there. So Zhongli is the character in this. If you don't know, there's no way that was AI generated. There's pretty much absolutely no fucking way this was AI generated. It's way too specific, and it's like a lot of AI struggle with doing branded characters. It's why you'll see a lot of AI Miku, because Miku is just a girl with blue hair. That's it. She has twin tails and blue hair. She's lean, but there's not really that many distinctive features. Zhongli here has a lot of distinctive features. His coat is like, his coat alone would be unable to be generated by an AI. And then his gloves, his hair, his this, that. You understand what I'm trying to say? If we look very closely, let's do the line test. Let's do the every line has a purpose test quickly. Let me just bring it in closer to myself. Yep, I'm looking over. You're looking over as well. And wow, it's almost like every line has a purpose. Now here, let's look at the hair, because before I point out, if we look at very closely at the hair, you'll notice that there are no strands of hair that go off into nothingness. Every strand of hair looks real. This one's a bit weird, but I'll pass it off. Yep, all looks pretty good to me. Okay, cool. And then the colors, obviously, colors are something that AI artists not very good at being consistent with, and not very good at being creative with. These colors are so creative, they're so interesting to look at. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. AI really struggles with simplistic art as well, because a lot of people want to make like really, really good art, good art, quote unquote, with AI programs. So asking it to do something simpler is a lot more difficult, because it doesn't quite understand what simpler is, and it ends up just fucking it up. So if you're looking at something like this, which isn't like the most, the best art you've ever seen, it's probably not AI generated, because AI people want to make people think they're the best at art ever, because what are people who do AI art aside from people with fragile egos? AI sucks at doing stuff like this, stuff with different textures and very obviously influence and very obvious feeling behind it. Yep. AI art is fucking like painfully generic art. That's one of the annoying parts, is that it's one of the most annoying parts about AI is that it's tackled the most talented people. It's taken over the most talented people, like the people who have honed their craft so that it looks ultra realistic and looks sharp as possible and beautiful as possible. It's the type of thing that's targeting that. There's this person on Twitter, they're called like Mocha or something. They make amazing background art. I'll put some up on the green screen here, but I can't find them on Twitter right now. But they make absolutely amazing background arts. None of it's AI generated. They have art books. I've scanned them personally myself. I can confirm they're real. And it's just a shame, because this is the exact thing that AI art is going to get really good at, is background art. And it's like these people who put in the most amount of work and have so much passion for this one specific part. It sucks. It's like really painful to watch from an outsider perspective, and someone who, I'm not an artist, right? I'm not sitting here, and I don't want to be like a voice for the people, so to say. I don't want to like act like, oh my god, I'm the most, I don't want to do that bit again, but I'm just like someone who really appreciates creative people and really enjoys creative people, because I find that most of the time in life, right, this is going to sound kind of strange, but let me Most of the time, the smartest, most interesting, best people are the creative people. It's weird to say, but I feel like a lot of very creative people would be more suited to be politicians than most politicians suited to be politicians. Because it, it's probably just because like it's probably just me venting because of the New Zealand election and stuff that's been happening recently and all that annoying shit that's going down and all these super ultra political. There's so many like signs around the place that are like, vote national, vote Labour. Come on guys, let's fix New Zealand. Let's get our country back on track. It's so cringe. It is so cringe. These fucking hollow lizards with their fucking like empty smiles. It's so painful to look at because it takes that's the most annoying part about politics in my mind is it takes a certain type of person to get into politics. It takes a certain type of person to think they're qualified to run a country, and those are the exact people who I do not want running my country. They have no soul. They just want profit. Most of the time they just want profit. I'm not saying there's never been a good leader, but when in my mind the best president of the United States was George Washington, who died and was like the first one. That doesn't really look good for the whole of America. I also think Theodore Roosevelt was pretty good, but aside from that, I feel like every other president so far has been sort of like, well, to be fair, I'm not super up to date on that Cheeto. Okay. Some other. I'm just gonna scroll through my likes quickly on Twitter. I'll hit some colors in this one. Really interesting. You probably wouldn't be able to tell. I just scanned this one for AI the first time I saw it because it looks so good, and it has Gura in it, and I was like, Gura's a proper character, someone might be. But if we zoom in close on the hands of Gura, you can notice it's definitely not AI, right? And we go down to the poles, and those are definitely hand drawn. It's people like this that I feel really sorry for AI. I feel really sorry, yeah, because like it's these people who are getting targeted the most. It's people who've put their entire lives into this craft and want to make stuff that looks really impressive. And it's also like it's also for people who are really good at Photoshop. Like, I'm often talking about how I'm good at editing and I edit as a pastime, but compared to a lot of people, I'm not good. I'm just like, compared to a lot of people, I barely know the surface. They make really interesting pieces of art and they just have a mastery over the software and the creative abilities. And they're the people who are getting hit by AI right now, because AI is built off of people like their type of technology or their type of artwork. Whereas if you asked an AI to make like a Photoshop that was like mine or a video that was like mine, I don't think an AI could do it yet, because my videos are creative but also amateurish enough where an AI would not be able to replicate the imperfections in my work. Whereas most people hone their craft so that they have as little imperfection as possible, which is exactly what AI is trying to do. This has turned into a really weird, weird episode. Alright. I don't know how AI deals with pixel art. I haven't seen anything like that. I don't think AI is very funny. I just wanna, yeah, okay. So if you see any funny art, like this one's funny. I like this one. It's just Bocce sniffing coke with, I don't know what I don't remember what the name of that anime is. I've seen it around, and then I think you can see someone like huffing gas in the background. That's funny. I like that one. Stylized shit like this, where you can see texture on the colors, you can see lack of lining around certain parts. AI probably wouldn't be able to do that because that's far too specific. I don't even understand this one. This one's. Is that all I had to say? Is that all I had to say about art, AI art? I think. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's pretty much all I had to say about AI art, because it just like this is a regular podcast episode, right? It was just sort of irking me. Because, as I said before, I think that these people are have no right to come in here and act like they have any sort of talent or deserve any sort of praise or monetary gain. I saw a post earlier, and it was like it's like we should just use AI for shit posting, and I think for the most part I agree with that, because it's like it's such an annoying thing when people who have no understanding on what makes something so beautiful come in and try and soil the beauty of that thing without, yeah, you you understand what I'm saying, you get what I'm trying to say, you catch my drift, you ride my flow. I think for the rest of this podcast episode, just so the background isn't blaringly green, I'm gonna just flash random Twitter images on the background, Twitter art that I think is funny or think I enjoy, or I think I enjoy. I only think I enjoy this one, this one specifically. I think I'm just gonna sex. Yeah, I need a break. I need a break. So that is my spiel about AI. Now I can talk about other things. So if you're just here for that, fuck off. Or you can stay. I don't really mind. Either one's good with me. Recording this on Saturday. Oof. So, all right. I did work. So if you remember a little while ago, I talked about how I was employed and how you can probably figure out where I work. That's besides the point. I talked about how I'm employed, and I had my first day of work. It was kind of my first day of work. It was my first day. I mean, I got paid for it. It was my day of training, and so I work at EB Games or GameStop, depending on whichever one. It's GameStop. It is the same company, but they have a different name in New Zealand / Australia, I think, for some reason. We're EB Games down here. I'm not sure why. I think it's to separate the company's brand recognition, because I don't think they want the brand recognition of a failing company like GameStop to come over New Zealand to EB Games, which is honestly a fairly profitable company, I believe. Like they're doing pretty well. So I went in. I did work, and one thing about work that I'd obviously considered it before, but now it's confirmed, right? And the thing that's confirmed is something is infinitely more enjoyable and fun to me if I'm getting paid. Oh my god, KitKat is so greedy, bro. What is this greed? I explained this in a previous podcast episode. I think it was actually the last podcast episode that I explained this, but I don't see money as any sort of diminishing any sort of negative thing. Money is a representation of my hard work and a way for me to gain personal things out of something that is kind of annoying. But work was not annoying. Work was fun, which sounds weird to some people, right? Because it's like, but it's work, right? It's supposed to be fucking painful and the worst thing you do. No, work was actually really fun. And it was probably because I worked at an EB Games. I was supposed to be working at one that's in sort of like a mall. It's a very crowded mall. There's a lot of people going around, but because the person who was supposed to be teaching me that day got busy, I was drafted off to a different one, and it was more into the city, but there was just no one came, and I don't think I'm supposed to be saying this. So if for some other reason you start talking to anyone who's higher up in the EB Games ladder, don't tell them I told you this, but while I was working there, so I got there, and we just opened Pokemon cards. It was kind of cursed, honestly. It was kind of so I got there, and the first thing, the person who was teaching me, they were so chill. Like, they were chill to the point where I was questioning whether or not they were supposed to be the manager of this place. Like, they were happily swearing and saying hi to anyone who walked in the store, like, yo, what's up? It was kind of jarring at first, but I was like, this is actually kind of baller. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually kind of epic. So I was talking with them, and they showed me the ropes. They showed me how to use the computer. You scan the item, you press F12, then you press F1 or F5. No, you press F12. You scan the item first. So I was using a PS5 Ratchet and Clank cartridge. Not cartridge, fucking DVD case. So I was like, scan the item, press F12, it brings up a little menu. Press F5, it takes to the payment menu. They're like, oh, I'll be paying. No, that's for voiding. I've only had 1 day of experience. Don't. You press F12, they buy the item, and then yes, But that's not the only thing I have to do. I imagine this job's gonna be quite hard because a lot of it was just remembering keybinds on the computer and doing specific things for specific people who need specific things. You know, there's so many things. You can walk into EB Games, you can buy something, you can ask for a job application, you can change your account details, you can hand in games, you can request a controller, you can get a discount. There's just so much you have to remember, and everything's gonna bind, and nothing's super easy to remember, and then you have to sign in. I got paid $67 though. That was pretty fucking epic though. That's pretty fucking hype because that means that now I can pay for some shit at Armageddon now. So you already know I'm gonna be poggers at Armageddon. I might even see them because they were gonna go to Armageddon. my boss and stuff, and some like my coworkers just turned up, and that was weird. That was weird. I gotta say that. So I wonder if my boss will ever see this. Nah, there's no way. There's no way. They don't know about. So I wake up on the day. I'm like, okay. So throughout my entire life, we've always had random spare white shirts hanging around and random pairs of trousers because I've gone to so many schools throughout the years. I have so many pairs of uniforms, uniform stuff. Like, there's no way that. So I'm like sitting there. I have to go in a couple hours. I text my mom. I'm like, hey mom, where's the white shirts? And she's like, oh, we don't have any. What do you mean we don't have any? What do you mean we don't have any? She's like, no, we don't have any. They're all gone. I had like 20, like no exaggeration, like 20 white shirts. Where did they go? So like, I genuinely don't know. So great. Now I don't have a white shirt, which is what I have to wear to get there because I have to look professional while I'm working. So I'm like, okay. We do have trousers, right? She's like, no, those are gone as well. Okay, that's fine, it's fine. I have trousers for school. I go look at them. They look good, they're great. Turn them around. It's got my fucking school logo around the back. I'm not gonna go work with my school logo on my ass. I'm not doing that. I'm not a fucking child anymore. I don't have to put up with this. I hope I didn't scare you with my face-to-face man fight. Okay, I don't have to do this anymore. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm buying my own white shirt and jeans. They say you have to wear trousers, but you can also wear skinny black jeans if you want to, because who can really tell the difference at that point? So I'm like, yeah, okay. So I'm going there. I go to the city. I'm like, okay. First thing I would do is look for Hallenstein's Brothers. I look around. I'm trying to find. I find a Hallenstein's Brothers. I go in. I search around. I'm looking professional. Jeans. Yes, I buy jeans all the time. Little do they know that I only ever wear sweatpants and only ever have. I wore jeans once when I was 6. Hated them and never wore them again. But I'm looking at the jeans. I've never seen this variety before, but I shall give them a try. So I get some jeans, get some black jeans. I get a white shirt. Everything took me a while to find. And then I put it all on, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. Look, respectfully, I look kind of fly. I look kind of swanky. Being completely truthfully and honest, I kind of rock white shirts and black jeans. It helps because I got a lean figure. I've actually been worrying about my stomach a lot recently, because I feel like I'm getting fat over time, but I think that was just because, like, I think there was a mixture between me eating 3 sleeves of Tim Tams in like 2 days, and a whole couple liters of LMP, which is Sprite for New Zealanders, but not. It's a different company, but it's very similar, but it tastes better. And all the LMP. So it was a mixture between me genuinely putting on a little tiny bit of weight and also my mental health being low when it comes to my weight. I often say that I don't care what people think of me, and that is true. I don't care what people think of me. I care mostly about my personal appearance. Like, I want to be proud of myself. That's why I try and keep checks on my weight and stuff. Not because I'm trying to impress other people. Like, I would still do it if there was no one left on the earth, because I find that I want to be happy with myself while I conduct business. So I guess in a way it is for other people, because it's like, I don't know, it's a topic for another day. So, I've been feeling kind of weighty, but I'm lean, but I've got broad shoulders, and I try and work out my arms, so I have fairly big arms. Not fairly big, like, I'm not a bean sprout. You couldn't snap me if, there's some people who you look at and you're like, I could snap him. Like, I could hold his arms. And, hold on. Where did I go? Fuck, I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm lost. Oh, oh shit. I'm lost. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna be in the podcast anymore, I guess. Oh, fuck. I saw myself for a second. So, let's continue. Oh, okay. No, wait. Where the fuck? Okay, let's just continue with the story. Where was I up to? I kind of rock white shirts. What was I talking about? I've genuinely lost my like entire fucking thought process. So I was talking about jeans, and then I was talking about this and that. I was talking about. Oh yeah, fat, looking fat. Oh yeah, I'm not like a, there's some people you could snap. Right. I'm not someone like that. I can't snap. I can't be snapped, personally. But I do have like kind of I have bigger arms than those types of people. So I've got a pretty fine build, so I do kind of well in those types of shirts and pants and stuff. I think I look good. Somehow it rocks it looks well with my long hair, which most things don't. And it's not like I'm going to start wearing jeans and stuff because I still think they were kind of uncomfortable. And the white shirt, anyone who wears a white shirt in public, I feel like they're just looking to be bullied. Because I'm smart, I wear a white shirt casually. But, if that's the type of stuff you wear to a party or to your job, which is an interesting way of looking at things, but it's true. I wish I wasn't lost. It's just like, the reason why I'm lost is because this whole place is just green. Like, I genuinely can't fucking see I can't tell where I am. I have no sense of like, I could be walking to a wall or I could be walking forward at 1,000 miles per hour. I can't tell because everything is the same color. I have no depth perception. Yeah. How you guys feeling? How you guys going? I haven't checked in with you guys in a long time, I just feel like you guys are, I got a good the video's doing well. I was talking about job work. Yeah, I got to work. I look fine. I look happy. I look good. I got there and it was fun. It was I'm really valuing the experience of learning how to do work because I've never even thought about how people, like, I don't even know what goes on behind the counter, but now I do. They press buttons and stuff happens. That's fun. I can't wait till the point. I told Sam about this, but I can't wait till the point where I find work boring, because at that point I know that I've really become good at the job to the point where it's become drone work. But I don't think the job's going to become boring per se, but I do think that I'll get to a point where I'll be able to do everything pretty well, and I'm very excited for that because I think that's going to be fun. Yeah. Let's go to so this is episode 28. That's kind of cool. I didn't. We'll see how. It's a while till I reach episode 100. I'm not gonna level 50 or episode 50. 50. I think next episode. I saw a Twitter post that made me angry. So obviously I have to respond to that. I'm just kidding. I don't think I want to respond to rage bait, because that will only lead to negativity and more negativity. Yada yada yada. 1-2-1-2. Been playing a lot of Scream Fortress by myself because Sam hates Scream Fortress, because if something isn't Badwater or Upward or Borneo, then he gets really, really mad. He actually, if Sam isn't playing on Borneo, Upward, Badwater, or I think those are the only maps. If he doesn't, he actually turns into a feral monster and starts killing people. So if you've seen any reports in the news of murders recently, it may have been him. But that would only be if you're living in New Zealand. If it's not, then you probably have a real murderer, and that's probably something to be concerned about. But if you've seen murders in New Zealand, then that might have been Sam, because he goes feral. I call it going beast mode, going Mr. Beast mode, but most people just call it going feral, because that's sort of the more scientific term for it, is him going feral. Yeah. I'm again soon. Will the next episode be about Oh, the next episode will be about Armageddon, won't it? Because this episode. Okay, yeah, next episode will be about Armageddon. So look forward to that episode. I'm sure Sam will be on that episode. Hopefully, if he doesn't have other obligations. But we're about to reach the 45 mark. I have nothing else really to say. Thank you for watching, I guess. I don't know. This one was a fine episode. Good episode. Good episode. Even though I got lost at the end. Good episode.